When people built dams for electricity, they didn't give much thought into what might happen 100 years later. But now that it's 100 years later at many idle dams, we're forced for the first time to ask, how do we balance the needs for humans and this river's ecosystem?
Critical questions. How do we balance the needs of humans and a river's ecosystem?
We determine the worth of the river. We the people, not necessarily the riverfront owners, the kayakers, the canoers, the tubers, the fishermen, the swimmers, the hikers. We all should have a voice in it. We the people. We the people.
Who has the right to decide? I think that really demonstrates a fundamental difference between tribal culture and views of natural world and, say, the European or non-native.
There's the difference in the values of where we are. In dominant society, there's God, then there's man, and then there might be the trees, the rivers, mountains, plants, and the animals. In our Anishinaabe way of life, there's the Creator. Then there's the mountains, the plants, the rivers, the trees, the animals, and then there's us two-leggeds. All of this was put here before us. So all of this life here is to help us live our ways as a good person, because we were put here to take care of it, not abuse it, not misuse it, but respect it and take care of it so that it's always here to take care of us.
The worth of a river on its own accord is something far beyond the tangible pieces that we as humans can understand.
Who do we ask? Nobody asks the river. Nobody asks the eagle, the otter, the beaver, the deer, the birds. The river is speaking to us, and that's what the Native Americans listen to, is Mother Earth.
And all life is sacred. And we think that it's really important that we allow the river to have a voice in our community for future generations.
Because it has given us life, and it's given us all these generations of human beings that have lived here for millennia after millennia.
We know the river has a voice through us and in our work and the songs and the ceremonies that we do on her behalf, that in her words, we know that she's alive, that the water is alive, and that the spirit of that water, comes to us and talks to us, and that we are speaking on her behalf.
She's happy that we're here today. You can hear her gurgling and bubbling over there, and she's talking. And she's helping us to heal. And so when I listen to her, she's happy, and I can hear her laughter. And she's coming back alive, and she's here for us today. And I'm really grateful for that. And when we sing to her songs, I think of her as a female spirit.
So thousands of folks, hundreds of hours in meetings, got together and looked at 84 different options and decided on this system the best thing to do was remove 3 of the dams and modify the 4th.
It was the city and the county's decision to take the Boardman River Dams Committee's recommendation to remove the dams. And April 9th of 2009, in a joint meeting between the county and the city voted to proceed with dam removal, and the city commission voted to authorize the city manager to begin looking for funds to remove dams, and their decision came later.
It really is a dichotomy that we saw here. 94 years ago, humans built this dam for their own purposes, for their own monetary gain, and to give themselves energy in town. Now, 94 years later, we're removing it because we realize that we need to restore the systems that give ourselves and this area the lifeblood that it deserves. We need to have this water flowing free again.
Find more science smarts at intotheoutdoors.org.